my god. You see what I mean about the names? They all just go out of my brain. So, after many weeks of waiting, okay, that's really dramatic. It's been maybe like a week and a half. When did this come out? Okay, this came out on the 25th of October. So it has been 2 weeks. It cost quite a lot of money. The palette itself was $48, then the international shipping was $9.95, and then the VAT was $9.60, so in total this was $67.55, which in pounds, £52.69. So this palette was actually more expensive than the Shane and Jeffree collab. I'm going to be diving into this today. Let's just begin because I cannot wait to get this on my face. Oh, I'm really sad that from back there you can't see my jumper. Also, if you're wondering where my little necklace is from, this is from my Skinny Dip collection. This is still in stock. The other necklaces are out of stock, but if you want to get your hands on this one, which has got the little sun and the moon, this one is still available, and I will leave a link down below. And I'm also going to put in my Skinny Dip hair clips as well, hair slides, because I haven't actually worn these in a video. Maybe I have. I don't think I have, but they're so cute. If you guys also want to get your hands on these, I will link them down below. The first massive win from me with this packaging is that it's all recyclable. So if this can travel from across the states in like paper packaging and not break, then I don't understand why people are still using bubble wrap, to be honest. There's a load of kind of crinkled up paper in the bottom for extra padding, and then the actual palette itself was wrapped in this kind of I don't know, honeycomb paper? We have Tati's gorgeous face on the box, which I think is a really nice touch. I was kind of worried that this wasn't gonna come because I didn't have any like updates with the order, like delivery. I went to click on the tracking and it said that it didn't exist or something, and I was like, okay, am I actually being sent something, or are they just gonna send me an empty box? But it arrived yesterday and I was so excited because I wasn't expecting it. I am a big fan of Tati, but as the same with my Shane and Jeffree review, I'm gonna be 100% honest about this palette because obviously it's pretty flippin' expensive, especially if you're overseas. The outer packaging I think is gorgeous, and this kind of feels rubbery, which I really like. I'm such a tactile person. I'm like, ooh. It says on the back, cruelty-free vegan, distributed by Tati Beauty LLC, and then it's got an address. And then the actual palette looks like this. It's exactly the same, but then it's got the gold. And it says volume 1, so I'm guessing she's gonna do more than one. Oh my god. This palette is so beautiful. I love how it's pretty like slim and compact, travel friendly. It is like a little bit heavy though, but it's got a massive mirror. Like, look at the size of this mirror. I mean, look, you can see my whole bedroom. The only downside to having a big mirror is where you kind of hold it on the corners. I feel like you're gonna get fingerprints on it quite easily, but I mean, oh well, it is a big mirror and I'm happy about it. I mean, the colour story of this is just like stunning. The way that she's done it is she's got different kind of textures of eyeshadows here. I think it's called the Textured Neutrals palette. We've got matte, sequin, metallic and glitter, and then they've got names. So there's Memory, Ritual, Story, Soothe, Aura and Poet. So obviously, for example, this shade here would be called Ritual Metallic or Metallic Ritual, whichever way you want to go around. I do think that's pretty clever, but I kind of also do wish that they had individual names, but then at the end of the day, most of the time with palettes, unless they're actually written on there, I kind of forget the names anyway, and I just go, this one. So there's 24 shades in here, which I think is pretty decent. I am just gonna swatch a couple of these before I put them on my eyes. Let's go first for a couple of the mattes. I'm gonna go for this dark brown here, and then also, whoa, the orange that's next to it called Matte Story. Okay, wow. Okay, the orange one isn't quite as pigmented, but let me just dip back in and do a second layer. That brown is amazing though. And then I'm gonna go for some of these sequin shades. I'm gonna take these are interesting because it's kind of like a matte shade that's got shimmers in it. So I'm gonna go for this matte kind of sequiny shade. Oh wow, that's really pretty, but I'm not quite sure how I would use it. It's matte, but it's got gold glitter in it. It's really pretty though. Ooh, okay, the burgundy one has got purple and blue kind of shimmers in it. Ooh, these are really interesting. They're really pigmented though. So that's an example of 2 of the sequin shades and then 2 of the matte shades. They are really nicely pigmented. But that being said, I definitely don't base really anything off of like swatches on your skin, because, well, I mean, obviously your face is still your skin, but it's more about like how they perform on your actual eyes. So I'm then gonna go in with some of the metallic shades. I'm gonna take this one, which is gonna be the most beautiful inner corner highlight. Oh my god. Whoa. Then I'm gonna go in with, let's go in with the gold shimmer. And also this kind of bluey black one looks unreal. The texture of that one kind of looks different to the other metallics. Ooh, okay. The orangey shimmer is kind of like a duochrome. It's got orange, but it's also got reflex of kind of yellowy gold in there. And then this kind of charcoal bluey sort of one. Ooh, okay, that one's even more glittery. All three of those kind of have a different texture, which is interesting, but I mean, they're all so pigmented. I feel like I'm a bit like shook right now. Okay, right, I'm gonna go in with some of the glitters. I'm very, very scared of these because I don't tend to get on with these type of like glitter in a pan type things that well. Oh, okay, they're very soft. I'm just gonna take a tiny little bit. I've taken Glitter Aura, and then I'm gonna take, oh my god, let's take a bit of Glitter Ritual, which is the brown. Okay, they're very soft. You need to just pick up a tiny amount. Oh wow. I thought they were gonna kind of fall everywhere, but they haven't. They are fully stuck to my hand, and I don't have glitter anywhere else. What is this wizardry? Look at these shades. Oh my god. With that excitement, let's put these on my eyes because wow. And if anyone tries to come for me for doing a neutral look, that's all I can do. I'm just gonna go with whatever my heart takes me in that split second. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Soothe Matte, which is this one, and I'm just gonna run that through my crease. And I've done exactly what I always do. I've just put down some concealer and then set it with a bit of translucent powder. And she is on there. Good start. Even just that colour by itself, I would just put that like all over my eyelid and just call it a day. I mean, I'm not going to do that today because that wouldn't be much of a review, but I mean, just in general, these are the types of colours that I love to wear on like an everyday basis. Okay, that went on really nicely, really easily, really pigmented. To be honest, I'm not too sure what I would use the matte sequin shades for, because most of the time I like to do like matte through my crease and my outer corners, sometimes my like inner part of my eye, and then I will go in with like a shimmer in the middle. I don't often do like a fully matte eye, but I guess if you wanted to do an all over matte eye and just have the tiniest hint of like glitter rather than shimmer, then these sequin shades are nice, but I don't really know like what I would use them for personally. Okay, I'm then gonna go in with Matte Story, which is the orange. Actually, no, am I? Yep, screw it. I'm literally just dipping in a tiny bit because I don't want to make this like an actual orange look. But I just do want a tiny hint of warmth. Okay, right, I picked up the tiniest bit and that's pretty pigmented. I always feel the need to say this in any videos where I feel like different people might be watching my channel. If you're new here, I'm not a makeup artist. Like, I'm not a qualified makeup artist. I just kind of do my best. But that being said, I have tried lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of eyeshadow palettes because let's face it, I have a bit of an addiction to makeup and I've been collecting it for about 7 years. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to point out, I have eczema on my eyelids at the moment. It won't go away, should probably go to the doctors. But the patches where I have eczema on the inner part of this eyelid, and then I've got like a random little patch, like you can see right there, there's like a dot of like dry skin right in the middle of this eyelid, which came up yesterday. And again, I have no idea where that came from, but we're just gonna have to deal with those. So if you do see a dry patch here and just here, then that is why. I'm then gonna take Matte Ritual, which is this brown, and I'm just gonna put this on my outer corners. I don't know why I'm using a flat brush, I guess to just kind of put the colour down. Oh, that's really pigmented. Okay, this is definitely the wrong brush, it's way too dense. Actually, I think it's dense because it's stuck together with glue. Why are my brushes always dirty? Matte dark browns and matte purples tend to be like the problematic shades of most eyeshadow palettes. But this matte brown is doing pretty well so far. I wouldn't say it's blending as seamlessly as the other shades, but it is definitely very pigmented. I think the key is with this colour to just take a little bit at a time because it is very dark, but the more that I'm kind of buffing and blending over it, it's definitely blending out nicely. It's gone a little bit patchy on this eye, but it's not really done that on this eye, so I'm kind of confused. Maybe it's an area of dry skin. Could potentially be. That's really nice. I'm gonna take this flat brush and I'm gonna go in with Aura Metallic, which is this one. I'm just gonna add that to my inner corners of my brow bone. I do have a bit of highlight on my brow bone already, so I don't really need it, but I mean, what's a bit more? Oh my god. That is the perfect inner corner highlight. Ugh. And just while I'm at it, I'm gonna go in with the same matte brown shades that I used on my upper, what's it called? Eyelid. And I'm just gonna run these along my lower lash line. Wow, that dark brown is so intense. Next, I'm gonna go in with, oh, I kind of really want to swatch this gold shimmer. Do I want to wear that or do I want to wear the brown shimmer? Okay, the brown shimmer is actually more impressive. I feel like this one's more metallic. They are both stunning, but the gold shimmer is probably a little less shimmery. Okay, it's actually called the Gold Metallic. No, it's called the Soothe Metallic. Soothe Metallic and Ritual Metallic. You see what I mean about the names? They all just go out of my brain. I'm gonna go in with both. I'm gonna take the Ritual Metallic, which is this brown, and I'm gonna put that just... Oh, hi. It's going on my eyelid. Okay, you can see where I'm putting it. Ooh, that's really nice. I'm gonna go in on the other eye with my finger just to see the difference. Okay, yep, finger definitely works better. As always, like I literally find that every single metallic eyeshadow works better with a finger. It's just the way of the world. I feel like now that I've put that on, because it's quite dark, it's not like super shimmery when you've got your eyes open. Like you can't see it too well. But I'm now going to go in with Soothe Metallic, which is the kind of lighter gold one. We're going to put this on the inner part. Okay, this one is not liking the brush. Okay, yeah, it definitely works better with my finger. I'm just going to swatch the kind of burgundy shimmer, which is called Poet, just to see how that performs. Okay, so... it seems to me that the Ritual shade and the Aura shade and the Memory shade are a little bit more metallic than this one, and this one. Those other three are a little bit more sheer. Like it's still really pretty, but they're just not as like standout-ish as the other shades. I'm gonna go in with a bit of Aura again, which is this colour here. And apparently just pick up some fluff with that as well. That did not come from the palette. We're not starting any scandals here. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on the very inner part of my eyelid as well. Oh, I love makeup. This is so pretty. I have heard that with the glitters, they do work best with your finger. But I am gonna go in with a brush just to see if there's any fallout. We are gonna take the shade called Soothe Glitter, which is this one. Oh wow. Okay, so I only picked up a very small amount. I had to dig my brush in there kind of hard, but if you do want to get like a slightly more precise application, then a brush does work. Okay, oops, I just got a little bit on my face. No, that's not what I wanted. From now on, I'm gonna stick to my finger. Oh my god. Are we both seeing this? Okay, right, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna do the other eye the exact same. So in the past, when I've used kind of pressed glitters like this, they've been a bit kind of slimy and almost like glitter mixed with Vaseline, if you know what I mean. But these ones are kind of like, there's a similar sort of thing, but they're sticking to my eyelid a whole lot better, and you get a lot more like glitter actual like coverage. Like, whoa, look at that. There is a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of fallout, and by that, I mean maybe like 3 flakes of glitter. I'm also just going to take a bit of the shade Ritual, which is the darker brown. And I'm going to put a bit of this, like literally dip your finger in there a tiny bit. I'm going to put some of this more towards the outer part of my eye. Oh my god. Oh, and if you're thinking I've got fallout all over my face, it's actually I've just drawn on some fake freckles, but they don't look the best. That brown has got like bits of orange in it, I think. Wow. I don't even know what to say, like wow. I am just gonna swatch the black because I'm really interested in that, but I didn't want to use it today because I didn't want to do anything too dark. Okay, well that's very pigmented. Can you see this? And also, if you were wondering about the texture of the glitter, it's not like an eyeshadow texture. It literally is like, you know, standard chunks of glitter that's been pressed, I'm guessing with some kind of like mixing medium into the pan. But how stunning is this? I'm gonna go do my eyeliner and mascara and then I will come back. So I finished up the rest of my makeup. I just used the Revolution, I think it's the Renaissance Flick liner, and then I used the Too Faced Damn Girl mascara. It was a little bit tricky going over the glitter with the eyeliner. I kind of had to, on the areas where there was the like full-on glitter, I kind of had to just press the eyeliner on rather than dragging because the glitter was kind of getting stuck in it a little bit. But I mean, it is totally worked and you can't like see the glitter through the eyeliner, which is really good. Overall, I would say that the only negatives of this palette, like if I'm being picky, okay, right, the first negative is it is pricey, like it is an expensive palette, especially if you are in the UK or Europe and you're having to pay like the extra taxes and the shipping. I'm really hoping that they're gonna like find some UK distributor like Beauty Bay or something. I feel like this would be a great candidate for that, if I do say so myself. Another thing that I would say is not all of the formulas are the exact same. For example, with the metallics, this shade, and this shade are a little bit more pigmented than the others. And I guess if I'm being really picky, like I've got a few fingerprints on the mirror already because it goes all the way to the edges. But other than that, like that's literally me just looking for criticisms. This is a beautiful palette. Like I didn't have any issues with blending. I really love the final look. I think it looks gorgeous. There was barely any fallout, and even in the pan as well, there was barely any fallout. Like, I don't understand how she's done this. And I was full on prepared to, like, if this was not good, I was prepared to slate it. Like, you guys know what I'm like. I will take the criticism in the comments from all of, like, people's fans. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say because it's really good. So this is the overall look. Like, how beautiful is this eyeshadow? I'm just gonna answer a question of the day. If you guys want to be featured in my next video, leave a comment down below with the hashtag question of the day. Today's question comes from Lola Lambshed, and she said, hey Soph, what is your favourite series to watch on Netflix at the moment? By the way, I love you so much and your vids are amazing. Thank you so much. My favourite series that I've just watched all of on Netflix, and I mean it's quite rare that I get through a whole series in a short space of time because I don't know, my attention span with programs is just like I watch it for 10 minutes then I'm like on my phone. It's really bad. That's why most films I can't sit through the whole thing, but with series on Netflix I've just watched 60 Days In, which is about a load of real life people that go into a prison setting and they're like pretend inmates. Oh, that was my dad sneezing. And they found out like inside information about the prison. It was just so interesting. If you haven't watched that, I highly recommend it. But if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know because I'm always up for finding new series, especially like I love watching a bit of kind of like documentary crime sort of stuff on Netflix. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Right, so I'm gonna leave this here. If you guys did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up if you didn't already. Also, I have noticed that I think it's something like 43% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you are a regular viewer and you aren't subscribed, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really, really want to get to 1 million before Christmas. That's my goal. I don't think it will happen, but I would love to. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing good and I will see you in my next video. Bye!